So many people, when they try and be consistent, they're worried about adding things in. They're like, okay, what kind of productivity apps do I use? What's the morning routine? What else should I do that'll get my mind set for the day? That doesn't work. What works is removing things and having one big task for the day, because you don't want to plan every single minute of your day. Some people that works for them, but for the vast majority of people, I don't think it works. And I think that's the reason that it holds people back from being consistent, is they're trying to do too much. They're spreading themselves too thin. Have just one big task for the day and then a bunch of things that are nice to do. So like for me, it's recording videos, right? I've been posting every day now for over 70 days in a row, something like that, right? The way I've been able to do this is I just make that my main task for the day. And what really helps has been batch recording. So I record multiple videos in a day, because if I already set up the lights, I'm already recording this, I'm already kind of getting in the mood to talk on camera, I might as well knock out more than one video. So it's like, make sure you have one big task per day, and you're utilizing your energy in order to do as much of that as you can in the time period that you have. So for me, recording videos, I'll knock out multiple videos. Could be the same for you. Or maybe if it's studying. Yeah, sure, you should study every single day. But when you're in the flow state, once you're actually into things, don't cut that short. Like, use the additional time to study even more. You know what I mean? Like use your time wisely. Once you're like focused, you're at the library, you have headphones in, use a lot of that time to study. You get in the deep work. Don't just study for 5 minutes and then leave. No, once you're in the mood for something, do it like till as well as you can. Like if you're cleaning your room, right? And you're doing your laundry, you're making your bed. If you're already doing that, just like knock out the other things, like wiping down the floors. Just knock it out, because it's easier when you're already in the mood. Like the hardest part is just starting. So if you want to be consistent, what you need to do is you need to stop, like lower the friction of starting. And once you're in the flow state, once you're like doing it and you feel like, okay, I'm spending the energy doing this, it feels like I'm able to do a little bit more, you do more. That's how you be consistent. Make it easy to start and do more once you get started. So how do we do those things? How do we make it easy to start? Well, you make it convenient. So how do you make it convenient? For me, recording videos, I have a ring light here, I have my tripod. I just leave this out all the time so that when I want to record a video, it's so easy for me to set up. I just sit here, I start yapping, and then you watch the video. So it's like, you make it easy, you make it convenient. If you had to if I had to remove my tripod and my ring light from the closet every time, I'm way less likely to record. And I know this for like many different instances in my life. Like I had a small whiteboard. It's like right here, right? I never really write on it because there's a desk in the way. Like I can write on it, I can reach over the desk, but it makes it slightly less convenient. So I also have a giant whiteboard that I sometimes use in my videos, and I write on that way more consistently because it's like right in my face. You know what I mean? Like the more something is in your face, the more obvious it is, the more convenient it is, the more likely you are going to do it. So make it obvious, make it convenient. That's how you get started. And you also just convince yourself that you don't have to do too much. Like you don't have to record 20 videos. Just tell yourself, okay, if I just sit down to record one video, that's enough. But if I can, I'll record more. So it's like, have this intention that getting started is better than doing nothing at all. And just focus on getting started. And then once you get started, then you just do a bunch of work. That's how you be consistent. You don't plan every single minute of the day and then get upset when you miss something. That's never worked for me because I'm never fully on time. Things always take longer than I expect. So it's like, for me to be consistent, what helps me is just getting started and then doing as much as I can when I'm in the mood, when I'm actually doing it. So I set one big task for the day and I make that my phone background. Like my phone background is literally just what my big task is for the day. And if you do that, then I think you're way more likely to be consistent and you're way less likely to burn out because you don't have 50 things that you're trying to accomplish in one day. You have one big task and then a bunch of things that are nice to do. So make sure you're focusing on the big task, getting started, making it convenient, making it easy. And then once you get started, once you're in a flow state, once you're actually making progress, do as much as you can and knock out as much as you can for the whole week. And if you do that as much as you can, I think you'll be consistent. And of course, it's not going to be easy to be consistent, especially if you've been inconsistent before. Like I've been inconsistent through high school and college. Like I wasn't really good at developing habits. So it may feel uncomfortable if you're not used to doing that. But even though it won't be easy, it will be worth it. Life's not easy, but it's worth it. Take care.